Hello guys, NautoAis here, and I want to give my thoughts on the Microsoft Showcase. And I have to admit, I gotta give credit to some extent with Phil Spencer that he actually showed games to give reason why to get an Xbox. Well, to some extent. So if you heard the news, if you followed the interview from IGN, he did basically confirm that there will be more first-party game from Xbox to go to other platform. And of course, not everyone's happy about that because what's the point of getting Xbox if you're gonna bring the first part on other console? It is what it is. And you might say, well, what about Steam or PC? Well, some people say that Steam and PC are different than console. I'm not gonna touch that, but it is what it is there. So I have to admit that the games they showed were good. There were actually some games that's from Japan. Yeah, there is no anime waifu Japanese role playing games because those are my favorite genre. Of course, that's the reason why you get either a Switch or PlayStation on the console side. So anyway, I'm gonna give my quick, brief thoughts of what games that caught my eye, and later on I'm gonna do an in-depth one. So some of the games that caught my eye on the top of my heads are, of course, finally a new Gears of War game is gonna come. However, this was gonna be a prequel. Actually, it's even before the first Gears of War. Heck, probably even before Judgment, 14 years before the original Gears of War. So a bit of a bum out that's gonna be a prequel. Because for me personally, I like to play as JD Phoenix. Like, ever since I played Part 4 and Part 5. So, I mean, it is what it is. At least a new Call of Duty game, maybe a backstory of what it is. Another one that caught my eye is Mecha Break, a robot fighting game, arena style. Again, more to it. And then more gameplay of Shadow, Assassin's Creed. And yeah, I was right when I said about the Assassin's Creed video that now it's going to be the stealth assassin type, while Yasuke is going to be the brute that's going to go in the front line and just beat the crap out of people. I figured it out, like that's what's gonna happen. Another one that caught my eye is more gameplay as well. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So that's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, better graphic, hopefully better mechanics than the original one. But yes, the voice recording, the voice line, the audios, dialogue are going to be the same as the PlayStation 2. I think that makes sense rather than changing, because of course we've been following what's happening lately. A lot of modern take, and a lot of people are not happy about that. So those are some that caught my eye. There were actually some interesting ones like South Midnight. I know that game sort of there was a bit of a controversy. Let's just say the DEI detect story. Not gonna touch that, but I saw the gameplay. I mean, I have to admit, that's pretty good. And then for Doom fans, they got another Doom game that takes place in medieval. They finally show gameplay of Perfect Dark. Yes, Joanna Dark, unfortunately. Depends on your perspective, she looks like Buzz Lightyear, I guess, if you can go there. And then another update for some of their games. Fable. They showed more gameplay about that one as well. I mean, it is what it is. Flight Simulator. Let's see, Sea of Thieves, of course, Starfield. They're gonna have some new update, and yeah, as well with Diablo 4, and more gameplay of Indiana Jones. Unfortunately, like I said, for me personally, I really can't really play it because it's first person. That's why. So those are some of the games that caught my eye. And like I said, yes, Microsoft is mostly an American-oriented company. Of course, they were trying to break through the Japanese, but you close down Tango Works. That's it. I don't know what to say. I mean, well, I did forget to mention this on my Octopath that yes, Octopath Traveler 2 is now on Xbox. It's on Game Pass. So if you haven't played it, here's your chance. Great game. You saw my showcase in my main channel. That's all my extended one. Overall for this one right now, top of my head is they're good games. It might not be my cup of tea game because I like Japanese games, especially anime waifu Japanese role-playing game. But there is something for the Xbox. There are Gears of War, there's Doom, Sea of Thieves, Warcraft, Diablo, etc., etc., etc. Some new IP, some new sequels. Maybe again the graphic, the design, the character model are modern take, but If the gameplay is fun, the story is good, that's fine with me. But I know, like I said, there are some political issues right now. Not gonna touch that. So I gotta give credit to Phil. Even so, it is unfortunate that he had to, let's just say, shut down a lot of video game company. But it's a business 101. He tried to say it without basically pissing their superior. But again, that's how it goes. It is a business. It's unfortunate. And like I said, oh, how come he's only allowed this game on PS5, Switch, etc., etc., etc.? It's a business because they're not selling. Nintendo games tend to sell on their console. PlayStation, of course, already some of them are on PC. You just require to put a PSN, and that's a different story there. And Microsoft, they have it on Windows, Steam, but now on other console because, again, push comes to shove is that you're gonna make money in exposure. It is what it is. I mean, there's a rumor that Halo's gonna be on PS5 at some point, maybe Indiana Jones, Starfield, who knows. So that's my thoughts with the Microsoft showcase. I have to admit that it is good for what it is, but a lot of the politics behind it, a little bit of a controversial, but it is what it is there. So that's my thoughts. And in the future, I will give my in-depth thoughts on some of the games that I was interested in. So with that, I'll see you guys later.